about compound interest. Now, the method I'm going to use here is a very basic and straightforward method which will always work. If you're working towards the higher tier at GCSE, it's likely you'll see a different method involving shortcuts, but for an introduction to compound interest or for the foundation tier, I think this method is more reliable. So in this question I start with £700 and every year I earn 4% interest. So initially in my bank account there is £700, and in the first year I earn interest of 4% of that £700, which means that at the end of that first year the bank is going to put an extra £28 into my account. So after 1 year my account goes up to £728. In the second year I will earn interest again, still at 4%, cent means out of 100, remember, 4% of what's now in my account, £728. So that becomes £29.12, which at the end of the second year the bank will add into my account. So that now takes my balance up to £757.12. So in the third year I earn interest at 4% of whatever's now in my account, so 4% of the £757.12 that's in my account at the start of this year. So in the third year they give me £30.28 in interest, and at the end of that third year they add that into my account, which brings it up to £787.40p, rounded to 2 decimal places because we give money to 2 decimal places. And you'll see here the whole point of compound interest, that although I'm earning the same percentage each year, as the value in my account goes up, the amount of interest that I earn goes up every year as well. So even though the percentage is the same, the amount is going up each year. Now exactly the same process can happen in reverse if something is losing value. For example, a car that would lose value. We've got this word here that you may not have seen before. All this means is going down in value. So suppose I brought a car for £5,000 and every year it goes down by 15%. So exactly the same process, but this time I'm taking the depreciation off rather than adding the interest on. So at the start of this 3 years my car is worth £5,000, and in the first year it loses 15% of its value, which is £5,000. So it loses £750 over that first year. So by the end of that first year it's now worth 5,000 minus the 750 it's lost, which gives it a value of 4,250. The same thing happens in the second year. It loses 15% of its current value, which means that it goes down by £637.50 this time. So by the end of the year, this is how much extra it's lost. So if it was worth that at the start of the year, it's lost that much. By the end of the year, it's down to £3,612.50. One more time, the same process in the third year. It's going to lose 15% of its current value, £3,612.50. So in the third year it loses another £541.88. So if it used to be worth £3,612.50, it's lost £541.88. That takes it down now to £3,070.63p, again rounded to 2 decimal places.